Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining the BricsCAD V24 launch to discover the latest BricsCAD innovations in V24. I am Yancy So, the Vice President of Product and Development at BricsCAD. BricsCAD is the professional CAD software without compromise. We accelerate your time to deliverable without any trade-offs on performance, cost, licensing flexibility, and interoperability. The BricsCAD team has worked really hard over the last 12 months to deliver the best BricsCAD version ever. Over the next hour, we will walk you through how BricsCAD V24 has been designed to make you more efficient. BricsCAD Pro and Lite streamlines your general 2D design and drafting workflows. You now can incorporate survey data in your designs using the Civil Survey Toolkit. BricsCAD BIM enables engineers and contractors to access the benefits of BIM without the complexity. And BricsCAD Mechanical has closed the compatibility gaps and now streamlines the move from the legacy 2D mechanical CAD systems. So, we are excited to kick things off in this session with Don diving into the new exciting innovations for BricsCAD Pro and Lite. Don, over to you.
Hello, I'm Don Strimbu, Executive Product Manager for the BricsCAD Pro and Lite products. And I'm here today to take you through a tour of what's new in our flagship DWG-based CAD product, BricsCAD V24. BricsCAD is a professional CAD product that doesn't force you to compromise. It's also a modern CAD product that offers all the familiar features that you'd expect in a drawing-based CAD system, with innovative tools that you simply won't find anywhere else. Modern, familiar, and innovative, and cost-effective. Welcome to BricsCAD V24. Today, we will focus on our three guiding principles and demonstrate BricsCAD's ability to automate and optimize the types of workflows that you perform every day. First, it's our goal to deliver a familiar and compatible CAD experience so you can be familiar with BricsCAD quickly. And we want to build innovative ways to accelerate your time to deliverables, especially using BricsCAD's AI and machine learning-based features. And our third guiding principle is the modernization of BricsCAD's user experience and overall UI to provide a simple and accessible toolset for all users. Now, our example dataset today is a retail store layout. We'll start in 2D, then we'll take the 2D geometry and use it to create 3D models to validate our layout. Then we'll create a set of shop drawings for fabrication and installation. But before we dive into the workflow, let's take a look at BricsCAD V24's modern user experience. Take it away.
The new Start page in BricsCAD V24 offers an easy-to-select template view, a list of recently opened drawings, and an option to pin the recently used files so they remain at the top of your list. We wanted to make it easier to adopt new and unique to BricsCAD tools and features, so this is why we added our first set of hands-on tutorials. On the Start page, you can find a banner which takes you to the tutorials. Based on how you fill in the guide, you'll get the tutorials you need. Now let's get into BricsCAD. We heard that you love our tips panel, so we revamped it and made it even more comprehensive. You'll find in-product guidance to all the new features in BricsCAD V24, to our unique tools, and more. The ribbon has been redesigned with the guidance of AI User Assist, user data, and lots of feedback coming directly from you. It brings an improved, modern, and simplified look with more convenient icon spacing. If you still can't find what you're looking for, you can just type it into the search bar and it will take you to the right location. Now you're always in control of your drawing environment, so you can switch off the modern layout, refresh, and go back to the classic experience right here using the new interface settings dropdown. We also implemented a much requested Quick Calc calculator, which allows for fast and accurate maths calculations directly inside of BricsCAD. We're so excited to see how these features and updates will make it easier for you to learn, use, and adopt BricsCAD.
As you can see, we're working hard to make BricsCAD modern, simple, and easy to learn. Let's take a look at BricsCAD V24.
When you start BricsCAD, the launcher allows you to pick the workspace for the current task you want to perform. Let's open the drawing we're going to start with for our 2D floor plate layout. As usual, you can select template files, apply them to your models and your layouts to ensure that your drawings meet your standards. New to V24 is the ability to directly create new drawings from a template from the start page. Now, the BricsCAD Layout Manager also assists you in adding, removing, renaming layouts directly from that tab, and also has the ability to publish selected layouts using all of the output functionality of BricsCAD. You get very fast, one-click access to those tools. Speaking of one-click, the ability to have the commands you need at the point of work without any typing, no ribbons, and no toolbars, that's the BricsCAD Quad Cursor. We've improved it greatly for V24. The Quad Cursor is context sensitive, so depending on the entities you hover over, the quad will display the requisite commands that can be used with those entities. Of course, at any time, you can always type a command in at the command prompt and use the muscle memory that you already have. Speaking of commands that are, well, commandless, the manipulator allows you to select entities and move, copy, rotate, and mirror them directly with no command input. And the nearest distance command in BricsCAD accepts a typed-in dimension as an override to apply a move between any two entities. Now, in the layout of the 2D floor plate, we used a combination of geometry and blocks. You probably know that blocks are the most effective and efficient ways to represent repetitive geometry in your drawings. But sometimes it's hard to remember where you created those or to create them in the first place. And the Blockify command in BricsCAD has undergone some great enhancements for V24. Here you see us using Blockify to match geometry with other similar geometry in the drawing, and it allows us to easily create blocks to represent that repetitive geometry. This reduces the size of our drawing files and makes it easier to load and work with those drawings in BricsCAD or any other CAD program. Everything you learned about drawing in 2D can help you move to 3D with BricsCAD. Our unique direct modeling allows you to simply select faces and boundaries and then push and pull the geometry. All the 2D moves you know from sketching through extruding and creating new geometry are simpler in BricsCAD because it's one environment that lets you work in both workflows simultaneously. We've created one example of this produce bin, which we're going to add into our library parts. Now we'll simply copy it to produce the quad bin that we're going to use in the final library component. Then we'll switch on some layers to show you the outer surroundings that we've created separately for this produce bin. This same paradigm of using a sketch in 2D and then using it to create 3D geometry works for just about any shape you can imagine inside of BricsCAD. And here's the 3D representation of our 5-door refrigerator case for the store planning exercise. Now that we've placed all of the 2D blocks in their proper orientation on the floor plate, we're going to use the block replace workflow within BricsCAD to simply swap them out for their 3D equivalents. If the 3D parts have been modeled and exist in your library, tools like Block Replace can help you move from 2D to 3D faster and more accurately. Once we have the 3D model, it's very easy to do visualizations and advanced calculations on the way things fit together within the space. Now we'll insert a parametric block created in BricsCAD directly from our library to place an end cap on the end of one of the shelving units. We're constantly improving BricsCAD parametric blocks, and there's a lot of great new features in V24. For one thing, it's more visual. Do you see that flip line? And you can see that a parametric block can contain a variety of different states that allow you to represent it as required in various drawings. Here are a series of dynamic blocks created in another CAD product. Whilst these blocks work perfectly in BricsCAD and can be used in all their iterations, they can't be edited. That's why we created Block Convert. In V24, we've consistently enhanced and refined Block Convert to accept dynamic blocks from other programs and immediately convert them into BricsCAD-style parametric blocks so that you can edit them inside of BricsCAD's block editor. Here you can change the visibility states, cycle through of all of the available parametric actions, and add and remove those parametric actions as you need from your blocks. You may find that even when blocks are included in libraries, for example, the produce bins that we're working with here, we can see by hovering over them, the tooltip says that an incorrect version of these blocks has been used. This is not a problem. The drawing health management workflow in BricsCAD has been improved again for V24. It now incorporates overkill, which allows you to select geometry in the drawing that's duplicated and simplify it, or in our case, to select duplicate block definitions that have different names. This ensures you remain in control and gives you the ability to quickly rectify each of these insertion situations within a single operation. The drawing health tool is automated, not automatic. You have full control over what gets modified. At the end of the drawing health run, the command generates a report to show you all the changes that have been made to the current drawing. Now let's start to lay out some drawing views of our 5-door refrigerator cabinet. We need some shop drawings that will be used to finish the assembly of these cabinets and prepare them for installation on the floor of the store. We're going to use the view-based command to create our standard drawing views very quickly from that 3D geometry. We have full control over the way that each of those views are depicted in the Properties panel. Now, earlier you saw how easy it was to go from 2D to 3D. Well, now we're showing you how easy it is in BricsCAD to go from a 3D model to a 2D drawing that's fully associative to the model. When the model changes, the drawing will update too. You have the ability to quickly create a section view and create circular or rectangular details just as easily. In V24, we've improved the performance of generated drawing views in BricsCAD to help you get the drawings you need out of your models faster, whilst maintaining the accuracy you need. Next, we want to add a parts list to this drawing to call out the various components of this refrigerated case. To do that, we'll use multi-leader entities to point to all the individual parts and pieces making up the equipment. We're going to use this drawing on the shop floor to help the team assemble this cabinet. You notice that we can select these multi-leaders and change the way they're depicted very easily from the Property panel in BricsCAD, with all the functionality and capability you'd expect from this common entity type. The multi-leader align command makes quick work of lining them up in our drawing. Now we'll close out the rest of that sequence and show you the rest of the multi-leaders in place. Now we're going to import data in a table from Microsoft Excel. This is something that you've told us you do on a regular basis, so to make it easier for you, we've added Smart Cell copy and editing to BricsCAD V24. This is the ability to import an existing spreadsheet, create a table, and then easily modify and edit the table by adding, removing rows, and copying data between the rows and columns in that table. These types of functional enhancements make it that much easier and quicker to deliver the documents you need to deliver in order to get work done and get paid. You may have noticed that we added a row to our table. Let's add the requisite leaders here, but we want to point to all 5 shelves. So we'll simply use a multi-leader with multiple arrowheads to those 5 shelves. And voila, our shop drawing is generally complete. Another thing you asked for is behavior that's consistent with other CAD applications. In BricsCAD V24, the trim and extend commands automatically highlight geometry to show you what your options look like. It's that easy. And once you've gone in and completed the geometry modifications, you can invoke a new command in V24, QDIM. QDIM lets us place linear dimensions very quickly within a drawing. These dimensions are all easily modified to meet your standards and the placement requirements for individual drawings. And another area where we've improved the performance of BricsCAD V24 is around associative dimensions. The Anno Monitor System variable adds a small glyph that shows associative dimensions that have lost the connection to the geometry that defines them. So whenever the Anno Monitor flag comes on, we know that that particular dimension value doesn't match reality, and it allows us to modify the geometry or modify the dimension as required so that they're correctly shown. In V24, we've also completely revamped the BricsCAD Sheet Set Manager, including new multi-user access to DST files. We have a new Model View tab that allows us to extract model views from any drawing and paste them into a layout really easily. Once we've done this, you'll see that we also have the ability in the new Sheet Set Manager to publish directly from the sheet set, which gives us the ability to quickly create, well, in this case, PDFs, including, and this is new to V24, bookmarks in those PDFs so that it's easy for you to hyperlink to the individual sheets in the PDF file. Another user request was the ability to output standard raster file types with full control over size and DPI. Now in BricsCAD V24, this is directly available in the print and publish dialogues. As you can see, we can quickly generate raster file output for whatever type of documentation needs you have.
And that's just the start of what's new in BricsCAD V24. At Bricsys, we work every day to deliver a familiar and compatible CAD experience, build innovative ways to help you get your work done faster, and to build a modern and accessible user interface and user experience for everyone. Want to see more about BricsCAD V24? Watch these breakout sessions, including a session on our unique drawing health management workflow and the new BricsCAD parametric block workflow with Block Convert, which has been greatly enhanced for the V24 release. We're super excited for you to find out more about our products. You can download BricsCAD V24 today at the link shown on your screen, or learn more at bricsys.com/BricsCAD V24. We hope that you enjoyed this presentation, and we look forward to you finding out more about our flagship drawing-based CAD product. Next, I'm going to hand it over to Rick Ellis to talk to you about the Civil toolset in BricsCAD V24.
Thank you, Don. I'm excited to share some highlights of what we have coming for our civil and survey users in V24. While the civil and survey tools in BricsCAD may be a great solution for many users, particularly those who don't need all the features and complexity of a full civil and survey application. We realize that some users do need a full suite of civil and survey tools. This is where our large network of partner developers comes in. Depending on the specific projects that you do and the regional needs of your work, we have a partner application that extends the powerful platform of BricsCAD to bring you the additional tools you may need. BricsCAD Pro has introduced practical tools for civil engineers and surveyors since version 19, bringing productivity-enhancing tools to the industry in a familiar CAD environment with a particular focus on creating accurate and efficient tin surfaces and grading objects faster, as well as workflows to leverage GIS data, even round-tripping it to other GIS systems. For BricsCAD V24, we've been working hard to improve our areas of focus and make them even more powerful and easier for you to use. For this version, we've introduced a full round-trip GIS workflow, allowing you to manage and create GIS data in a familiar CAD environment. We have enhancements to our tin surface user interface to make it easier to learn and faster to use. We've added weeding and supplementing factors to control the number of vertices used on break lines and contours when creating a surface, making them more accurate and efficient. We now have a specific tin surface definition for contour data to automatically minimize flat areas, and a new user interface for editing and creating label styles, speeding up this tedious process and making it easy to standardize labeling across your drawings. We've also added new transparent commands to allow entering data in common civil survey formats. Enter data in the format that you have it, like bearing and distance, angle and distance, point numbers, and more, directly into standard CAD commands. You'll get the job done faster when the commands work the way that you do. The tin surface is at the center of almost every civil survey project. Not only is it critical that it's accurate, but it's also vital that it's efficient. An unnecessarily large and slow surface is not just slow to build, it can slow down almost everything you do for the life of the entire project. First, we'll show you a few of the highlights of our tin surface creation and editing capabilities.
BricsCAD V24 has made working with tin surfaces easier than ever, with a UI that's more intuitive and easy to learn. You can select a group of survey points and create a tin quickly and efficiently, and maintain visibility into how that tin was created. You can edit parameters such as edge length so that your tin is as accurate and efficient as possible. You can use the new transparent commands to enter data in common civil survey formats, using this to do, for example, break line data, whether this is specifying civil point numbers or snapping to any part of a point object. Once your break lines are created, adding this data is quick and easy with immediate surface updating and the ability to use the Properties panel to update any civil points that may be incorrect. At times, contour data is the only data you have available from which to build your tin surface. As a result of user requests, in BricsCAD V24, we've added the ability to create tin directly from contours instead of treating the contours as break lines. This allows us to minimize flat areas typically created by contour data and greatly increases the accuracy of the tin surface. You have the option to add supplemental vertices to ensure that curves are maintained or weed out vertices from over-digitized data. And you also have the option to remove outer edges. If we look at a surface that treats contour data as break lines, you can see quite easily the difference in accuracy of the tin created from the same data. But using our new contour data option, it minimizes the flat areas and makes a more accurate tin. So even if contour data isn't the most desirable data for tin surface creation, V24 makes it possible for you to create a better, more accurate, and efficient tin from it anyway.
Next, we'll show you the new GIS workflow, allowing you to manage and create GIS data in BricsCAD and round-trip it to other GIS systems.
In response to user feedback and requests, BricsCAD V24 has built on the GIS import function and now makes it possible to round-trip GIS data. BricsCAD V24 can read object data from AutoCAD map or Civil 3D files and import that into an attribute table. Attributes and records can be selected in the table with the ability to zoom to items or zoom to the table line for an item. Filter objects based on attribute data, which allows you to quickly find the objects you need and then add to your filters to further refine your data searches. We've built on the import GIS data function, and now you can create and edit objects using familiar CAD commands, as well as the new transparent civil commands that enable you to enter data in common civil survey formats, including bearing and distance. From there, you can add GIS attribute data directly to the existing table. Also new to V24 is the ability to create GIS layers from scratch. Specify the name, geometry type, and attribute data, then draw objects using your favorite CAD commands and add them to the new GIS layer along with any attribute data. When you need to share your data with stakeholders, simply select what you want to share and export it to a shapefile. This V24 functionality ensures you're able to fully participate in GIS data workflows, all within your favorite CAD environment.
As I mentioned earlier, we've been adding new civil and survey functionality to BricsCAD Pro since version 19. This year, with the launch of V24 and with over 5 years of improvements and innovation, we have a compelling set of tools for civil and survey users to help you get your projects done faster. We've continued to improve our surface technology to create industry-leading surfaces that are accurate and lightweight, a cornerstone for workflows such as grading and site design. We've added greater levels of interoperability with our new round-trip GIS workflow. And there's also so much more. Be sure to check out our civil and survey breakout sessions for an in-depth look at some of these new features. We have 3 sessions on working with tin surfaces in BricsCAD, 2 on site grading in BricsCAD, as well as demos on the new transparent commands, leveraging GIS data, and highlights from some of the applications from our partner developers. To learn more, we invite you to visit us online to find more detailed information or contact one of our local experts to get a personalized demonstration.